Ben Simmons' season is over due to a nerve impingement in his lower back. The back has been a problem for seasons now. He only played in 15 games this season because of it. He's played an average of 19 games for the last 3 seasons because of the back, because of mental issues as well. And I think it's clear, even if Ben Simmons does come back, that we have seen the best of Ben Simmons. Now, I'm not sure how much more we're going to see Ben Simmons in his career. He has 1 more year under his contract. And because the back problems just ain't going away, I think that's fairly clear. My question for you guys, when the career is over, whether it's a year, 2, 3, what will you remember Ben Simmons as? Because he has had some good seasons. But where we are right now is, what the heck is going on with that situation where he's gone? It's been such a roller coaster from an all-star to this. Yeah.
For me, he is NBA Chuck Knobloch. Like, he was a great player. Chuck Knobloch was a 4-time all-star, a Gold Glover. He gets traded to the Yankees. They say him and Derek Jeter are going to be the best double play combination of all time. But then he got the yips. He hit Keith Olbermann's mom in the face with the baseball in the crowd, and he was literally never the same. And that, to me, is the definition of Ben Simmons. He was a great player. 3-time All-Star, first-team All-Defense, #1 draft pick. Like, outside of LeBron, he was maybe the most athletic guy in the league for a while, and then he lost it, and he's just never been able to get it back. You throw in the back injury stuff. He's getting older now. He'll be 28 in the summer, so 29 by the time his contract is over. I don't assume his back will be getting better as he gets older. That's not how it usually happens. That's just how it feels to me. A guy who could have been an all-time great, who kind of goes down as an all-time cautionary tale.
It's a good one.
Well put, man. I just wonder 10, 15, 20 years from now, will people, when you think of Ben Simmons, will you even remember that stuff that Trey's saying? Like that he was an all-star and that he was an all-NBA player, that he finished second in Defensive Player of the Year, that he was this athletic freak that could grab the ball at the board, push it, could see the floor. I just wonder if we'll even remember that, or it will be, unfortunately, oh man, that guy, remember when he held out, but then he was all injured, but did he really have a love for the game? And like that, those will be what people, unfortunately, or whatever, however you want to call it, will think of. Probably myself included, if I'm being honest. Because it's the strangest part about all of this is it felt like it happened in that one play, the one play where he doesn't shoot it and tries to pass it, obviously in the postseason. And it was just like, it's like a sliding doors thing. If he just dunks it or puts it in, it's like, will any of this ever happen? I don't know. Who knows? Possible to say, but it's very odd that is the impetus for sort of his career then just going off a cliff. I'm not sure we'll ever see him play again. That's the thing. I know he's under contract, but I mean, he's played like a handful of games here over 3 years. He's played like 60 games over 3 years at this point. So we'll see. And he's not young. In my head, I still think of him as young.
Yeah.
But he's been around for a long time and, didn't play his first year. So there's that whole year. But yeah, 28. I mean, he's in his prime.
And he doesn't necessarily have a game that is going to age well.
No.
Anyways, he was never able to figure out how to shoot a jumper.
No.
Was never had the confidence to really take threes. So those are things you need as you age as an NBA player.
Or even put pressure on the rim enough to then get to the free throw line because he wasn't confident there. Like, yeah, that's a great point. It's not like the game is gonna veer back to to someone like Ben Simmons where it's like, you got to shoot. You can't even play if you can't shoot.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing he really can't do or doesn't feel comfortable to do. At least unless his shirt is off and it's in the off season and he's in a gym and there's a camera. Then he never misses. But different in the NBA game.
A little different.
Yeah.
It was literally a question. Should the 76ers split up Simmons and Embiid? Who should they build around? Yeah. Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid?
Holy. It's true.
No longer the case.
No.
They chose right.
Yeah, and he, I guess, started his career at the right time because you're totally right about guys who can't shoot had a life years ago. But now it's far different. Even when he's out there the season with Nick Claxton, with another guy who can't shoot, and it's usually a center, you just can't play them anymore. It's just a changed game because of that. So it just makes it difficult to play him. So the Brooklyn Nets go into next season. They have him under contract for 1 year, but they're looking at it, and I'm sure talking to both medical people, his agent, and seeing if he will come back because they could use that money. Unfortunately, it does come down to money under the cap for somebody else, or as a disabled player exception, as the CBA is written for somebody who can't play.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for the Chuck Knobloch comparison is good because somebody made that in the last month for another player, and I know it came up for Simone Biles when she couldn't get out
right.
there,
Right, the yips or
but
whatever.
she came back and was freaking incredible again. But this is Rick Ankiel or whoever. It feels like the end of a really, really, really great player.
How many three-pointers do you think Ben Simmons hit in his career in the
yeah.
NBA? Again, he played for, let's say, I mean, I know they weren't full season, some of them, but like 6 years here.
I remember we talked the heck out of it when it happened. So it was I think it was 2 in one game, or maybe it was 2 in a week or something.
3 total?
You guys are close. He's got 5 total
5.
made threes in 300 plus games.
How many attempts?
36.
That's
I mean,
not
that's
a lot.
that's the more glaring
Yeah.
number, if we're being honest. It's one thing to not be able to hit them. It's in today's game, you got to at least be the threat to even shoot them. 36 three-pointer attempts. His most was in his rookie season when he didn't even hit a 3, went 0 for 11. It's just wild to see that. Because, I don't know, you could go through a lot of guys' box scores on Basketball Reference in today's game over the last couple of years, and I'm talking centers, power forwards, anybody. They're going to have more than that. Most of them.
Yeah.
99% of the guys. Crazy.
What will I remember him for is the couple threes that he hit. I get why I'm saying 2 is because I feel like
Did he have a game where he hit 2?
Well, he hit
I'm looking.
1. It was because it was coming back from the season off, the break after the season or something, or maybe it was from an injury where he just came back and he hit a 3 and people wondered, is
He hit
this
a
it?
3.
Is this it?
He never had a game where he
Unfortunately, it
hit
was not.
2.
Oh. Yeah.
He had
Maybe
a
a
couple
preseason
He had a
game.
couple games where he attempted to. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. So, wow. Also, I guess before we move off it, what do you think his career high in a game is?
Oh,
Ben
he had a
Simmons,
monster. He had a
points.
monster when Embiid was out that time. Embiid was
True.
injured.
They went
yeah.
on a great run.
Yeah, it was like 16 straight wins.
Yeah,
It was,
like Marco Bellinelli running the break with them.
yeah.
You
It
are
was- it
right
was
that
like
Embiid was not playing.
35.
No. It was like 40 something in Utah. I remember that.
Wow, you're calling it. It was in Utah in
40,
a loss, and it's in the
43 or something.
42.
Hey, that's
Holy
impressive.
moly.
Well, because we all wondered.
Yeah.
And like Trey brought up, will this team go the route of Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons?
Yeah, if they have to pick. Yeah.
Because he can't be out there with guys who can't shoot, with guys who are playing the lane. And maybe he entered the league at a good time because it's a different time now. Can we name another guard? I mean, Russell Westbrook is gone now, at the end of his career. But can we name a guard who plays anything like Ben Simmons?
In today's game,
Markel Fultz.
sure, probably.
But I mean-
Better shot.
100.
He shoots.
Yeah.
I mean, he forgot how to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
And he's
bad.
taken 279 threes in his career.
Right.
Wow.
I mean,
Wasn't ready for that.
it's glaring
lot
how
of
low
threes.
those Simmons numbers are. Like
Yeah.
that is truly that's like I don't know, 2 Steph Curry games when you're talking attempts, like 36 or whatever I said. That's nuts.